Good morning, afternoon, and good evening, everybody. I'm Tom Forrest.
I'm Denise.
I'm Travis Baker.
And welcome to
Broke AF Movies.
Thank you for joining us again. Now, today, we're going to be talking about the Lego Batman movie.
Pull yourself together.
The Lego Batman movie. This is the second movie in the Lego cinematic universe.
Yeah, really, because it's connected. It is connected.
It is connected.
Honestly,
It's fantastic.
it's, first of all, it's just great family fun.
Yeah.
It is. It's worth taking the whole family to, but it's also a really good movie, and it's a great Batman movie for Batman fans.
It's very rewarding. I think if you know stuff about Batman, it'll be most rewarding for you. Mm-hmm. If you don't know anything about Batman, it might be a little more difficult, I would say.
I think it'll just end up being a fun family film you just saw.
Yeah,
okay.
It helps to know.
Just, you wouldn't get the references. Like I didn't get the references.
And I think it's a little. It's like pretty dependent on references.
Yeah, because
but still,
kind of like how Rogue One is for Star Wars fans.
Yeah.
Beyond the movies,
Mm-hmm.
Lego Batman movie is for Batman fans beyond the movies.
Mm-hmm.
It even goes into the TV shows and the comic books. And I mean, we see a quick reference to the first Batman, the
cereal.
Yeah, the 1931 Batman.
gosh.
There's a reference to that. That's how deep it goes.
Yeah, he's like, you've been wearing the same suit for 90 years.
Yeah.
No, I change the colors every once in a while.
Yeah, it's really good. First of all, it looks better than the Lego movie. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
I have to watch them side by side to make.
I was talking to my dad. He was like, "This looked like it was filmed in 4K. Like it was
okay.
Like that's what the quality. Like the Lego Batman movie was gorgeous. This movie was just literally went up and went to 11 on the beautifulness because the textures, the quality, the shadowing, the lights, the animation itself, the bricks. It looked like a 4K film filmed in 4K.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it was so beautiful to watch.
One thing I thought about coming out of the movie was, Joel Schumacher, this is how you make a fun, lighthearted Batman movie.
Yeah.
This is how
Yeah.
Joel Schumacher and Akiva Goldsman, you have to include the screenwriter in there. Because this is... Yeah, it's strange. It's very strange that this movie exists, not just for the fact that someone decided to make a Batman movie, but stylized with Legos. Because that decision is crazy enough on its own. But Warner Brothers, the same people that's trying to push this super realistic, Zack Snyder-y DC Comics cinematic universe to further the DC brand, is also doing a complete 180 at the same time with this movie, which is anything but. In fact, it actually kind of sets up a lot of that dark and gritty crap.
Yeah. Because it's it's more just sad tones, not dark and gritty tones, more just sad tones.
The Batman character, the Will Arnett's character, is a complete parody of that because he thinks he's all dark and gritty. It's like, oh no, I work alone, and he does that. He does that voice super well.
Oh yeah.
He's like. I would say next to Kevin Conroy, he's like the best voice actor for Batman ever.
Oh yeah. That's Kevin Conroy.
And because his whole
he's
thing's
Batman, Kevin Conroy.
Oh yeah. Like, when I read a comic book, I read it in Kevin Conroy's
I just
voice.
rewatched Justice League Unlimited. But Will Arnett, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, and his whole thing's like, I work alone, I'm all sad and depressing and dark and emo. Like, he's trying to promote that image.
That bad boy.
But that bad boy image.
And even with his villains, he's like, I fight around. I strongly dislike you. I don't need you. I don't need anyone.
I don't need you.
But yeah, I see what you're doing.
Everyone's trying to lighten him up.
His voice is a parody on what we know Batman to be through comic book, for the first one.
His voice, his behavior, and all of that.
The fact that when he's home, he still wears the mask, the cowl.
Yeah. And he just wears that everywhere, accidentally.
And what's nice about it is for this one, because if you think about it, because I remember when I have a conversation with my dad, because he got me into superheroes. Like he read some comic books, but he watched the cartoon series. Like he knows these DC. He's a DC guy, so I'm a DC boy. That every superhero movie, no matter what, the best ones is the superhero versing one villain. You had a second one or more, it gets a little okay. Like it's like the best one to do it is the Dark Knight. This one, they had the whole Rogues Gallery.
Yeah, everyone.
Yeah.
Even Condiment Man, characters that know,
Yeah, even like Adam West villains.
Yeah. He's like, I'm calling all the villains together.
And it worked though.
Just a simple Google search and you would know.
But it also shows you too, like for Lego Movie, okay, they brought all the villains in, but then you see, like, you think about it for a live action Batman film or any superhero film, that's the way to have all the villains.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
They just have them be foot soldiers to the one main one.
Yeah, because Joker's definitely the main villain.
He is the Batman's. He's the Batman's arch enemy. He is number one.
He's got all his side hoes and then his main bitch.
Yeah. Right. And
I even like how
they treated it like a little relationship.
even Joker was. It's interesting they toned down Joker. They didn't play up the whole I'm crazy. I'm a psychopath. They didn't play up that angle here.
No.
Joker honestly just wanted a little love.
He wanted attention. He wanted recognition.
He wanted hate.
He wanted
hate.
He wanted
from
recognition,
Batman.
and because and it makes sense too because if you think about it, from when we seen, just like for example, The Dark Knight, what the Joker said to him was, "Don't be like them. Like you complete me. We need each other. Like this will be going on for centuries. Our battle. Don't act like them. Like I'm just a crazy guy. Like no, we complete each other. You complete me. I complete you. I make you. You make me me. And through this one, it makes it into like it's a relationship that broke up, and it's like."
Or not even a relationship in the first place.
Just like, the
He's
thing
a stalker.
where not even that. No, it's just the thing where you don't label it, but it's there, and like the guy doesn't want to commit, and the girl's just like, come on, man, come on, and then he's like, nope, and he's just all in denial.
You were never my arch.
Like it's that thing where people have that it's complicated.
But it makes fun of that relationship, that ever-going battle that Batman and Joker do have in the comic books, in the movies, and the TV show. It pokes fun at that.
Yeah.
Because it's true. They are yin and yang. And Batman not recognizing that does backfire on him. Because you need to recognize that. Because Batman never kills his villains. He believes in the justice system. Justice is blind. He believes in the justice, so he never kills his villains. So it's going to be ongoing. So he needs to recognize that him and Joker are yin and yang, ever intertwined and locked in.
It's just the spoof of that.
Yeah, and it's
the complete parody of that.
And it works well. And the voice when I heard that Zach Galifianakis was going to voice the Joker, I thought that's brilliant. This is a Lego movie, fun kid, just having fun. It's a kid's movie.
Yeah.
Zach Galifianakis' voice, I think he did a great Joker for what this Joker reincarnation had to be.
Yeah.
It was not like breaking new ground as Mark Hamill did for the voice. Or as a...
That's how I read Joker in comics. I read it as Mark Hamill.
When you think of the voice of Joker, it is Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
He's just, that's it. He is the voice of Joker. And when you think of physicality, it's really, Jack Nicholson, Heath Ledger. For this one, it didn't need to be like, I gotta break new ground. Like, no. He voiced the Joker the way the Joker had to be for this film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it worked.
Wasn't like when Bane would have his one-liners and they were doing the Tom Hardy voice.
But him making fun of them, But
that was just the one-dimensional one.
Them making fun of Bane, and Tom Hardy's Bane was hilarious.
That hurt!
And then what was cool, another little thing for Batman fans, they brought back Billy D. Williams as Harvey Dent Two-Face.
Yes, they did!
That was great. It was just enough, it was for Batman fans.
I liked how... I thought it was interesting how they played around with DC lore and brought the negative zone into it.
Oh, the Phantom Zone.
The Phantom Zone, sorry.
First, because Superman throws people into the Phantom Zone.
The negative zone is something else. Yeah, you're right. The Phantom Zone.
Oh, they brought the Justice League. Because the Justice League were having a party at the Fortress of Solitude.
Oh, yeah. I guess we forgot to invite you.
And forgot.
And the fun part was, because it's connected to the Lego universe, they brought back Channing Tatum and Jonah Hill to rephrase Superman and Green Lantern. Which, honestly, that's what I was looking to. When I first saw Superman and it's Channing Tatum, I'm like, okay, where's Jonah Hill? There he was. It was great.
Green Lantern still gets shit from Superman.
No, he doesn't get anything.
He does.
And that's what was great. And then to see all the other Justice League members in Lego form was fun, because it shows you this is the way to do it.
Even weird, obscure Justice League members you could see in the background.
Yeah.
That's why.
That's why it was a little bit more of a bigger blow for Batman, because it's like, he's so well known in his little city, and he's like well known everywhere, yet he's not invited to his own party.
I know there was talk about. I think I even saw Hawkman.
Hawkman was there.
Hawkman was there
because there was like, hey Hawkman, I haven't seen you in forever. Oh yeah, I'd show up for this thing.
Yeah, that's why it was fun. You see a lot of the more lesser known members.
Yeah.
But like I said at the beginning, this movie, when you think about it, it shows, hey, this is how to do it with more than one superhero, more than one villain. Have them be just foot soldiers in background.
Yeah.
They don't need to be a part of it because they already are a part of the universe.
Back to the back to the Phantom Zone.
That was funny.
They used that as a vehicle to not just bring another Superman villain or DC villains. Actually, hardly any DC villains. They just brought in
cinema villains.
Yeah. So Voldemort's there.
Eye of Sauron.
The Eye of Sauron. Not even Sauron. The Eye of Sauron.
The Kraken.
The Kraken.
Agent Smith and all his.
I thought it was Godzilla, but I guess
Godzilla was there.
No, it was Kraken. That was the Kraken. From the original 1980. That wasn't Godzilla.
No, but I thought I saw Godzilla.
No, that was Kraken.
No, that was Kraken.
And it was King Kong, the Wicked Witch of the West. I don't know the names, but the robots from Who.
Oh, the Daleks.
Doctor Who, the Daleks.
They didn't call them Daleks.
They just said British space aliens.
British space robots,
Yeah, and it's great because it brought in everything because this is part of the Lego universe, so Lego has all these characters and formers. We see them on the shelves, and it was funny to see them all interact. The way they were talking was hilarious. The way they were acting with the Joker, what makes you evil? Well, no, I'm evil. Yeah, and then just seeing them in action.
Yeah, Joker's feeling like he's not evil enough.
Yeah, that was great. And then it really was.
Am I not evil enough for you?
And
I'm not your arch nemesis.
I also like the Dick Grayson joke.
Yeah.
That was so funny. Hi, my name is Richard Grayson, but everyone just calls me Dick.
How unfortunate. That was a joke. How unfortunate. It was like, whoa, come on. This is a kid's movie.
That's why it's great.
Whoa, Travis, you didn't need to take it that way.
That's why I agree, because I was like, everyone calls it's Dick. And that's why. It was great. And really...
The underwear joke.
That was funny.
Underwear. Oh no.
Oh, these are a little tight.
Come on, Batman.
Better.
Let's go, Batman. The glitter cape.
All right, Batman. Now I'm moving. Come on, Batman. Let's get grooving. Like that. Honestly, overall, it was just you knew it was going to be good. Going into it, it was it came out it was better than what you thought.
Yeah.
For such a simple, fun family film, it has a simple message where you need friends. Friends help each other. You can't go through life on your own without a friend. Yeah, a little help from my friends. Really, that's what it comes down to. You need a little help from your friends. Such a simple, complex thing. I was gonna go in simple, fun, easy. I'm gonna get my money's worth, but then you get more for really such a simple thing. And with this success of this second Lego movie, we got now the Lego Ninjago movie coming out, which looks fantastic and fun.
It really does.
And now
you remember the trailer?
I remember the trailer, but just the Lego Ninjago movie.
It's gonna work. It's gonna work because now
it's gonna work. It actually looks cute.
It looks cute. I'm just thinking
it's gonna work.
Talk about a risk.
But it's gonna work, and now
it's gonna work.
We could see an Avengers movie. We could see a fun DC Marvel crossover. We could see something do Star Wars, but in between the main episodes. We could see them having fun with the whole fantasy dungeon crawler, Dungeons and Dragons theme genre. Yeah. This opens up the door wide to a lot of possibilities of just they're going to be all successes. They're going to go all in the black. They're going to get all their money's worth and more. Movies. We're going to see more of these, and this is what opens the genre of Lego movies.
The one. So okay. This movie was great. This movie is fun. And enjoyable. I wouldn't quite say it was. I wouldn't say it's as good as the Lego Movie. I wouldn't go that far.
No, because that had a heavier theme.
It had heavier theme, and plus, I think a lot more. I think it's
the subject matter was so much at the end.
It reached. I think
it reached a little deeper.
It reached further in terms of audience. Which goes back to like the Batman thing. The thing I had with it was a lot of it was Batman fan service, which is fine for me. But I'm thinking like there's always gonna be like those people that like don't know and don't care.
No. Yeah.
And they go see
or
this
like
movie.
Marvel fans, for example, just people who aren't DC fans. That's just
But I'm just thinking it's like there's gonna be. It's a thing that's heavily reliant on
the Batman lore.
Yeah, and knowing the Batman lore and DC lore, like the whole Phantom Zone. For someone that doesn't understand, like that doesn't know DC as well, it's like, what's this Phantom Zone thing?
I don't really know it that much. But I still found it entertaining.
True, but we'll try.
And, and it doesn't reach deeper for me, like it probably did for you.
Yeah.
But still, I found it enjoyable, and I was able to, and the thing is, like, you just kind of catch on to it really quick.
Plus,
that's how it made it
kind of going on what you're saying, Trezo, because that's interesting. Because if you think about it, this is the second fan film made that within about 3 months, Rogue One was all fan service. Yes. All for Star Wars fans, like hard, deep cut Star Wars fans, as this Batman movie was. So do you think that, unlike Rogue One, do you think it might have hurt the movie a little? I mean, not the movie, because the movie was a success, but do you think it could have hurt the movie for what it could have actually been, do you think? Lying so heavily on the Batman lore.
I don't know.
As a fan service, do you think it kind of might have hurt it a little?
I don't know, and I didn't get a chance to bring up this other thing, because another thing they did in the movie was like they did all that master builder type stuff.
Oh, you heard it say master builder, yeah.
Well, they did that so they could, master building time, and all of a sudden they just build things out of thin air with Legos, and you would have to watch the first, like they don't say explicitly, they hardly ever. They don't make references to like the other realms in that sort of basement universe that was set up in the Lego movie. So I'm thinking, it's like if you haven't seen the Lego movie, you're not going to understand why he's doing that.
Why Batman's able to make something out of nothing.
Yeah, why Batman's able to do that, because every time because for most of the movie, it feels like you're just watching like a Batman movie. Like a fun, silly Batman movie, but just a Batman movie that happens to be stylized with Legos, and then the master building stuff happens, and then you're like, "Whoa, wait! Oh, that's right. They're still in the basement, and the kid is probably playing with this."
Okay.
Oh, okay. So it takes you out a bit.
You feel it takes you out, okay.
And it again, I understand why it's there and why it can make sense.
And also
it's just not acknowledged. Again,
because it doesn't go to live action like the Lego movie.
Yeah, it's not reliant on, or it's reliant on the fact that you have to have seen the first movie.
It automatically thinks you've seen it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like there's no reference to Wild Style. Batman doesn't talk about my ex-girlfriend Wild Style or anything like that. It doesn't set it up.
Okay. I can see what you mean, because that's why I'm like it comes down to it's really just a fun family film. It's better than what I thought it would be. But I can see what you mean because it is still tied to the Lego universe that's set in the basement, so it has its rules. Mm-hmm. That world has its rules.
Yeah.
And so seeing the Lego movie before this does help more, so you don't have to think about it because they're in the knowledge while you're watching the film already, like watching the sequel to a movie that you need to see the first one with. You just automatically know it while you're watching the story to number 2, like this one. Yeah. Because in Lego Ninjago, it's going to have that same thing. For sure.
Yeah, I'm expecting we're going to see some like master building stuff.
Or maybe a reference to the realms, because this looks more realm-like than Gotham City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can see, I understand what you mean. So coming back to it, you do think then it kind of like hurts the film as a fan service and as a sequel, in a sense, like a spin-off.
It's
just like a
kinda
in the overall. It's like obviously it's not really damaging to the film.
Like I know the question you're getting to, the typical question we always do, which is, do we think this film's going to be a classic?
Oh no, I don't think at all.
No.
But do you think
that
being a fan film hurts it as a film? Kind of like how Rogue One is a fan film.
Kinda.
Do you think it hurts? Yeah.
Like again, it it didn't hurt my experience.
But because you're a Batman.
Yeah, because I know stuff about Batman.
Okay. What do you think, Denise? Do you think, like, in what we're talking about now, like, it is a good film? I recommend people seeing it. But, like, what Chad was saying, do you think it kind of hurt it to some small degree, that it being a fan film and focusing on the fan film, like how Rogue One was a fan film, but it didn't hurt it like this one? Do you think? Or no? It didn't affect the overall experience?
It didn't really affect me and the overall experience.
Okay.
Just because, like, everybody pretty much knows the basics of Batman if they haven't seen it. Because, it's been...
Well, it's been around.
It's been around, but because of the
forever.
impact that Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy had, and how much of a just blockbuster success all three movies, it doesn't because of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the other thing too is just, like you look at it and it's like, oh, it's like a Batman movie. Okay, like a Batman. We've seen that first movie.
You just know it's gonna be fun, and that's it.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, it's gonna be fun.
Okay.
So I don't recognize the references to the fan service. I don't recognize them as fan service. I just go, oh, that's a funny quip in a movie.
Okay.
Right. So it didn't really take me out of it, and I'm not gonna look up the reference, but I am gonna say that it is enjoyable, and I'm gonna laugh at the thing.
Yeah.
Because it's funny.
Okay.
All right. Now,
Not because it's fan service, because I don't know.
Talking about a new character, moving on to the next subject. I know it's gonna be pretty quick. I really enjoyed Ralph Fiennes' Alfred. What do you think? That was a pretty...
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was perfect, spot on casting.
I loved it.
They had Ray Fiennes in the movie, but they didn't have him be Voldemort.
Yeah, I thought he was going to be, like, how funny would that be?
And they just had a guy making fun of Ray Fiennes' voice.
Which was great.
Yeah.
Which was great. And then and I like how they referenced that, Alfred was a British gunner in the Royal Air Force during World War II. That was perfect. And I love Jenny Slate's Harley Quinn. I thought it was simple. The voice wasn't annoying.
Just a henchman.
But I think her voice, her vocal work as Harley Quinn was a smart choice, like Zach Galifianakis, because they weren't supposed to steal the show. They're supposed to embody what the characters, basically for the audience, like, oh yeah, that's Harley.
It's like when they had Catwoman. She's just like, yeah, come in, meow meow meow, come in.
Yeah, meow. I like how when they're shooting the guns, it's just bam, 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 bam. And then I love the Killer Croc. Yeah, I love the Killer Croc joke because of Suicide Squad. I did something.
That's right, he did.
Because he looked right at the audience. Because first he just hits the switch underwater, and then looks at the audience. And is like, I did something. I thought I was dying.
We're here at this is MacGuffin Airlines flight something.
We have 10 pounds of dynamite, 10,000 pounds of this, tons of steak. We're flying over Gotham City, most criminal-ridden city in the world. Are we okay to fly over? They said they were friends. Yeah, okay, they're good. Yeah, they're friends, right? That's friends.
Yeah, nothing bad's gonna happen.
And like, Batman's gonna defeat you. Why aren't you scared? Because Batman's gonna get you. What are you talking about? No, he's not. He's gonna win. No, he's not. He's nowhere to be found. He's gonna win, man. It's okay. Batman's gonna defeat you. No, he's not. Yes, he is. Arguing with the pilot.
I kind of wonder if they watched the, if like the writers of this watched How It Should Have Ended a lot.
I feel like they did, because I thought for a second that one of the voices, the guy who voices Voldemort in How It Should Have Ended on YouTube, that was him. I thought that was, but it's not.
Okay.
But I thought that was because of how, like, oh my gosh, that sounds like the guy from How It Should Have Ended, the way he voices Voldemort.
Yeah.
It's not really him. But I get what you mean, because of how much of they're poking fun.
Yeah, well, just in that sort of style of comedy and just how they make fun of Batman and How It Should Have Ended.
Because I'm Batman. First rule is, life doesn't give you seatbelts. Oh, okay, are you okay? Alright, I'm gonna have Alfred put in seatbelts when we get back to the Batcave. I'm just gonna...
I'm just gonna...
right here. Nice and slow. So...
Hey guys, Jimmy Tacos and Haritos.
And maybe the lobster.
He's just eating the entire...
And a little, like, floaty amongst all the Batmobile, Bat-Bats, the Bat-Boats and Bat-Planes.
Yeah, his life is so boring.
And he's just, like, all sad.
And it's
And then I like
he just heats it up in the
little
microwave.
penguins. were so awesome and so dangerously armed. It was ridiculous.
They were adorable. I love
Oh, and they make fun of Poison Ivy, like, kiss me, Batman. The penguin, she kept kissing all the penguins.
Oh, they keep killing all the penguins.
That was good.
What is his favorite movie, Jerry Maguire?
Because.
Oh god, that was so great.
What was that about?
I know the fact that he laughed at it. He's like, the fact that he like lost his shit at the most pinnacle moment, the most well-known moment of Jerry Maguire. You complete me. Shut up. You had me at hello. That scene, that big moment that everyone quotes, everyone loved, either cried or was like, damn, this is great. He lost his shit and laughed his ass off, like literally like almost out of his chair dying. I didn't get that. That's me. I mean.
You don't think that's some obscure.
Well, because if you think about it,
Dark Knight reference, like you complete me, Batman.
Maybe, and also too, if you think about it, that character learns that you can't be a lonely asshole.
Yeah.
You have to be successful. You have to sacrifice your soul and your humanity. Not in the sense of how we say like, oh, if you be a lawyer, you sacrifice your soul, but in the sense of like you just can't get attached to people. And for Jerry Maguire, so maybe that was the parody of it.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
'cause in Jerry Maguire, that character is like, you know what? I can't. I love people and I love this girl, for example. I'm going to go against it, but find a way to make it work. Batman realizes you can't be alone. So I mean, that's me. Just I feel like I'm stretching it, but I just thought
that makes sense.
I just thought it was interesting to see Tom Cruise.
A lot of sense.
Just seeing Tom Cruise all of a sudden was just like, what the hell are you doing? So overall, it's worth seeing. It's fun.
Yeah.
Worth it, and it opens up the door for a lot of more Lego spin-offs and movies that I'm looking forward to seeing how much more creative that they not only do like certain Lego titles, but like the Lego movie, just mix and match to make fun of a genre.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So overall, great movie. I'm Tom Flores.
I'm Denise Cabral.
I'm Travis Baker.
Thank you for joining us again. Catch you on the next time.
Bye.
Bye.